You're on.
Good morning, everybody. This morning we're going to be making a chicken stir-fry soup. So first we have to do is we're going to make a little flavored oil. So we're going to take peanut oil, which we have right here, and pour it into our saute pan, which is already hot. And then we're just going to wait for this to heat up all the entire way. And then we're going to throw in our garlic and our Szechuan peppers. So what you want to do with the garlic is pretty much just, it's when it has its coating on, you pretty much just want to put it onto your knife, hit it once, a little light so it doesn't break off the entire thing, and we're just going to plop it in whole, just so it gets all the flavor out of here and into our oil. And what you want to do is pretty much blacken it, or saute it till it's just before it turns black. And once we have that, we can then that was quick. We can then pour out in our chicken and fry it off. Alright, so the chicken that we have here is plain chicken breast, where you sprinkle on salt and then a little bit of this Chinese 5-star powder. It's really great stuff. I'll tell you what it's in a second. And we're just going to fry this off a little bit first. And what's in Chinese 5-star powder is it's a mixture of star anise, cloves, cinnamon, and Szechuan peppers and ground fennel, which is going to taste really good in our soup. So we fry that off first. We'll take it out. Then we're going to put a little more peanut oil in here, and we're going to fry off our vegetables. So we're going to throw in some bok choy, and the way you pretty much break down bok choy is pretty simple. You can do it, it's like a big chiffonade is what we're going to do. So we're pretty much going to tuck this in over here, wrap it up a little bit, and just slice it just like that down to the stem, to the white part. You don't want to get all of it, so I already took off the bottom of the stem. And we're going to take this and we're just going to quickly fry it. Just so it gets that nice green color. You see how it's a little more vibrant than it was before. And then we can take this and pour it in our soup pot as well. We got a little more oil, and we're going to shred the carrots that are going to be in this. You can use a wok. You can also cook it in a wok. It might be a little easier. You can put things to the side and they won't cook as fast. But you pretty much just want to take carrot and start shredding it. And once when your oil is still hot, you're going to add this in, and you're going to fry it off for a little bit also. And again, you don't want to cook it too much. We got a little more oil. And you'll cook it down for about a minute maybe. And then once your carrots are cooked down, we're gonna remove it from the flame and put it in our main soup pot. Now, as I said before, you don't want to cook the chicken all the way through because it might just be dry once you after you're done cooking. So you just want to brown it. And once we have everything in there, clean up a little bit. We're going to pour in our mirin. Now mirin is a sweetened sake. It's made out of rice wine. So what you want to do is you're going to pour out a 1/4 cup, and we're just going to cook it for a little bit with everything in there, just so the alcohol comes out of it, like you want to do with all alcohols that you use in recipes. So we'll cook that down for about 30 seconds to let all the alcohol evaporate. And what I said before is when you're adding in the 5-star powder, the Chinese use this in a whole bunch of different. Pretty much using any type of food that you make. They have it with seafood. They have it with pork. They have it with chicken, obviously, and it has all the flavors, all the different components that you have on your tongue will be in there. So you'll have sweet, you'll have salty, you'll have pungent, you'll have bitter, and sour. And that way, it's pretty much just like. It rounds out the dish a lot because you have all of these flavors in here, and it really adds to everything that you want to put it in. So now that our mirin has cooked off, you can add soy sauce. Again, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup. We're going to bring this down just a little bit. And we give it a little mix. And this really adds all the salt you'll need in the dish because, as you know, soy sauce is pretty salty. And so you don't need to add any salt to this at all afterwards. We'll let that cook off for about 30 seconds just to incorporate it in all our flavors. And then we're going to add our chicken stock. And what you want to do is you don't really want to wait, you really don't want to let this boil for that long of a period because it'll start reducing. And once it starts reducing, the soy sauce in there will get very, very salty. So as soon as you see it bringing it to a boil, you want to put it down as low as possible and just let it cook through until right before you want to serve it. And right before service, what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle on our chiffonade of cilantro leaves and serve it in a small bowl. That's pretty much it.
Very nice, very nice. 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes.
Fantastic.
Does anyone have any questions for Brian? This is very good. No questions for Brian? scared. I'm a friendly guy, but don't be scared. What would this be served with? A good Chinese meal. Asian
Well, a lot
meal.
of times they do like a one-pot meal, so this is pretty much like a one-pot meal, I'd say.
Go.
But because it's got chicken, it's got vegetables in there, so you could definitely serve it with pretty much any type of meal.
Very good. And what question?
Rice.
That's what I was looking for, right? All right, very good job, Ryan. Thank you very much. You look very good on camera. You should